Hey everybody, it's me, Shelley. How y'all doing? Welcome back to PIKA Plumb. I'm on my way home because I was at work, did some errands, but I wasn't supposed to work today. Today was my day off. But there was a miscommunication. I thought maybe they'd change the schedule because my aunt said for me to be in 9 o'clock Monday. So I'm like, I guess there was a schedule change. Okay. So I went in, and so whenever the girl that does the schedule comes in, I asked her, I was like, what's good? She's like, no, you weren't supposed to be in today. And I'm like, oh, okay. So she questioned, and my aunt was like, you need to just go home. Okay. So she said that I could just go home. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when I eat something with sugar in it. It gives me the burps. Anyway, but I wanted to tell you, on my way home, I had to stop at stopped in at Hell, aka Walmart, to pick up a few items. But that's beside the point. On the way there, my husband had called, and so I pulled into the parking lot at Vincent St. Paul. I think it's St. Vincent de Paul or whatever. Anyway, thrift store. Pulled in there, and maybe I shouldn't have said their name. I don't care. So anyway, I pulled in, and I'm not lying on them, so there's that. And I went in, and I was like, well, while I'm here, I might as well check out and see what they got. Okay, their yarn, they had maybe a small little handful, about this big, of Chanel yarn, scrap, guys, scrap. And they wanted 35 cents for it. I'm like, what the hell for scrap? So anyway, okay. And then they had some Hell Spawn yarn. They had that. I don't know how much that was because I don't like Hell Spawn. But anyway, they had some Red Heart skeins that were already been used on, and they wanted I think $4, $3, something like that. And I was like, what? And then there was a whole rack of a Ziploc bag, gallon and a half, 2 gallon bag, whatever, of little skeins. There's probably, I'm gonna say 16 little things. And what did they want for that? I was like, oh, they wanted 15, something like that. They wanted way too much money for their stuff. And the yarn that was real skinny, like sock yarn. And it was vintage. It wasn't even, I looked it up, the company was out of business. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's great. So basically everything in there was vintage yarn. Pretty much all the yarn there was vintage. It wasn't new. There was no way to get the colorways that they had, except for, of course, brown and stuff like that from Red Heart. But you felt the Red Heart, and it was old Red Heart. It wasn't even new stuff. And it's like, so it was all vintage yarn, all overpriced. And I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to be rude, but a good portion of the stuff that they get is people don't want it anymore. Or someone passed away and their family's like, just take it to the Goodwill or just take it to this place. So they get their shit for free all the time. And then they price it retarded. Excuse my French, but it is the way it is. And it's annoying. They had a quilt in there. Obviously it was store-bought quilt. It was in the color Ecru. I knew I'd figure it out sooner or later. It was an ecru color, and it wasn't hand sewn. It wasn't anything. It was completely 100% store made, like machine made for a store. It just didn't have the tags on it anymore. And they wanted $20 for it. Okay, now, and this is for a twin size. If I'm going to spend $20 on a quilt for a twin size bed, if if I'm gonna spend that, I'm just gonna go get it brand new that's never had anybody's butt on it, okay? Or wrapped up around nobody's body. Okay, so there's just that. If it was homemade, it'd be different. Then they had sheets in there, and I'm always looking for twin XL sheets because I sleep on a twin XL bed. So I'm always looking for twin XL sheets. Always, 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 always. You cannot hardly ever find twin XL sheets that don't look like it's ready for a child's room. Like, you know, like Barbie and unicorns and all that dumb crap. I never can find any adult ones. They had 2 sets of twin XL sheets. One was really cute. It's like a woodland theme. It had little foxes all over. It was kind of cute. It could be either way. But the other one I wanted was a pink gingham. It was pink gingham. Loved it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get these. So I grabbed those. I decided against the ones with the foxes on it, but I got the pink gingham because I thought it looked really cute with my Chanel, I guess it's Chanel, bedspread that I got for $2.50. Yeah. So anyway, so I got that. Maybe it isn't Chanel. Chenille? Is that what it? I don't know. Anyway, it's the white with the little knobbies all over it. Old school. So anyway, looked at it, and the pillowcase fell off and on the ground. And so I picked it up, and it said the pillowcase was $1.50. And I'm like, is the whole sheet set $1.50? That sounds about right. And I'm like, okay, well, I looked, and then I saw a tag on another item, and I picked it up, and it was like, wait a minute, it says $4.50 on the, wait a minute. It says $4.50 on the fitted sheet, and $1.50 for the pillowcase. And then I picked up the flat sheet. I was like, what the heck? So I pulled the flat sheet, and I was looking at it, and it had $2.50 on it, or $4.50 on it. $4.50? Maybe it was $2.50 on the flat sheet. I don't know. Anyway, they were all different prices, and I'm going, what the heck is this? It's a whole set. You can tell it's a set. So I took it up to the front, and I go, on these sheets? She goes, yes. I go, this set. I said, this is a set. She goes, oh, okay. And I said, so is it one price, or are they all different prices? She goes, each item's on a hanger, and it's its own price. And I go, so this whole set is priced separately? She goes, yes. And I go, no. And she goes, what? And I go, I'm not paying this much for a set of used sheets. I'm not going to do that. I know how much this stuff costs at Walmart. I'll buy it brand new for a few dollars more. For $5 more, I'm just going to buy it brand new. She goes, well, that's just how. And I go, yeah. I go, you're not going to nickel and dime me. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game. And I walked away, and I just put it back. And but I did find I don't even knit, but I found some clover knitting needles, wooden knitting needles, and I got them. They were 50 cents. It was a set of clovers for 50 cents. Now, it blows my mind where they find a shirt that says Oakley on it, and they put it up more than regular shirts. This is where I get aggravated with these stupid thrift stores. Somebody turns in a pair of Nike tennis shoes. Somebody turns in a pair of Converse tennis shoes. Somebody turns in a pair of regular old run-of-the-mill tennis shoes. The run-of-the-mill tennis shoes get 50 cents or 75 cents or $1.50 on them. The Nikes or whatever, $20 or whatever. You know, it depends on how clean they are. And that happened with some other stuff I saw in there too. It's like, oh, I see how it is. If it's a name brand thing, they jack up the price. And then if they it's just awful. So my opinion is, if you have like Coach bags or anything like that that you wanna sell, don't sell them, or don't give them to the thrift store. Come on, man. Don't because they'll sell them. They don't just sell them. Just sell them. I mean, I understand that you're donating or whatever, but the thrift stores are awful. They're awful. It's like, oh, okay. Card reader out of service. Okay, are all of them out of service? I hate having to freaking drive around in circles to try to get in it. Oh, piss on this. Trying to get fuel is what I'm trying to do right now. I just need to know if the card readers on everything are broken or not. And then, of course, you know, you have people that park in the drive area. I'm just gonna park right here and get everybody's effing way. Excuse my French, guys. I don't mean to be like that, but there we go. I'll just wait for this gentleman to leave. But this lady here, I was gonna drive around to the other side to go, but this lady, she just stopped there. Instead of parking in this parking spot, she parks in front of the whole shop and bucks up the whole system. Because rude. But anyway, back to what I was complaining about with the thrift store. It's like they were each item for a twin size bed, a sheet, a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and a pillowcase, each at their own price. Really? So dumb. Anyway, so today my day is I went to Walmart, I got some groceries, stopped and paid a bill, went to go get my eye exam set up, and of course they're closed from noon to 1. Must be nice. But anyway, so I guess I'll make a phone call after I get home, but I'm gonna get fuel now, so I'm gonna get off here and do the fuel. Oops, I'm not supposed to have music playing. I'm gonna get copyright infringement. Anyway, but I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna get my fuel, and then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna crochet. Right now I'm crocheting a bear with Burnett blanket frosted, and it sucks. I hate it. I'm angry. I'm trying to get used to blanket yarn. I hate it. Now I know why I quit using it and didn't like it, besides the other anyway. And I did one in another kind of baby Burnett blanket, and the dang thing is ginormous and long. It looks weird, and it looks like it's got a hemorrhoid. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. You guys take care. God bless. We kind of want another. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, leave me comments, give me a thumbs up, ring notification bell so you'll know when I put stuff up. And also, keep God in your heart, bread in your oven. Talk to you later. Bye.